There you go.
It's recording right now.
Okay. So, this is the title for 2.6. We are subdividing segments into a given ratio. Okay. So our essential question is, how do you find the points on the line segment that portions the given segment into a given ratio? That's a lot of words. You don't have to write that down. All right, so here is what we're doing. Are you ready? I'm going to draw a picture. This is a line segment. Would you all agree?
Yep, that's a line, yeah.
Okay, so let's pretend I took that line and I cut it into fourths. Thanks for your, there we go, the one time you actually didn't speak. Okay, so would you guys agree that if I cut this into fourths, and I'm talking about this value right here, and I just said the length from this point to this point is a ratio of 3 to a ratio of 1.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the ratio for that scenario would be 3 to 1. That makes sense? Okay, so that means the left-hand side has 3 units of length, and the right-hand side has 1 unit of length. Have I lost anybody yet?
No.
Always lost it. You lost me last chapter.
Did I clarify that first sentence, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Oh, gosh. It's not. Thank you for saying what I was. Thank you. Are we good? Are we ready to move on? Okay. So this is what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you guys do a construction. I want to see if you can take a segment and cut it into a ratio that I'm going to give to you. Okay. So if you didn't write down the steps for what you just did, you need to write down these steps. Let's see. Wait for it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. You don't need to maybe write it in exactly that, but
No, you do. I want to take a picture just in case you go fast. Because you are pretty fast. And you do.
it's very true. I am fast.
Okay, you need that. Send that to me.
So everybody take a picture and write it down later.
got you
That works
guys.
for me.
Special cameraman.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Well, write it down so you have it. If I ask you to do it, put it again. Yes.
Is this process
Probably not on the test, but you have to do it on the assignment. Is cut it into sections. There's only 2 questions on this. Yes.
What is this called? A construction
Constructing a
equal.
partition of a segment. Look, I wrote it. It's right there.
Alright. Wait, what did it say?
Partition of a segment?
You don't really need to put like the last part. We're still past it, right?
Okay, so can I put this back up at the end of the period and keep going? Is that right?
everything at the end of the Just go to step 3 and 4.
Well, come on, I'm getting bored.
You're getting bored? God. What happened
Yeah, there's the first step. Yeah, we could be here all day at this point. You guys are just writing. You can get this off of OneNote.
I'm not even on step 2 yet.
So I need to go back up, is what you're asking?
I was just going to do it. Where you at? I feel you won't send it. I'm sending it.
What? Coordinates. Okay, so this is going to be a little more systematic. Algebraic, perhaps, is a better word. Okay. So here is an example of what is happening, okay? Hold on, I'll zoom in so you can see this. Okay, so they basically are giving us this segment, which is the 2 endpoints are -8, -7, and 8, 5. Okay, so if you plot those on this coordinate plane, it makes this segment. All agreed?
Yes.
Okay, so they're asking us to do a 3-to-1 ratio. Okay, so if I do a 3-to-1 ratio, how many sections would I have to cut this into? 3-to-1, 4 sections.
Oh.
Okay, so if I cut this into 4 equal sections, my point would probably land somewhere around here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find that exact spot. Okay, you do not need that. This is going to be by using algebra. Sure. Whoa. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to basically use the rise and the run in order to cut our segment into fourths. Okay, so I'm going to start by figuring out what the change or my run is. Okay, so what is my run from here to here? Whoops.
Like 9.
Okay, is everybody following what I'm asking you to find? What is the run?
Yeah.
So from this point to this point, how many units to the right do we have to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so my run is 8. And my rise, so we're going from -7 to 5.
8.
Wait, this is going by 2. Sorry, my run is not.
16.
Yeah, it's 16. It's going by 2.
That's what I said. You never listened.
Oh, you should just talk louder. Oh God, don't do that.
Wait, what is this section? Don't do that.
The segment, ratio of a segment. Okay, so my run is going from, okay, put the rulers away. We are not 5 years old. Okay, what is the change in rise?
16.
How do you go from -7 to 5?
Right.
-7 to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 2. It's 12. 7. It's 7.
12.
It's 14.
12.
What the hell?
Okay, listen, you guys, listen. You are not thinking. What is the distance between -7 and 5?
12.
12, right? You just subtract the values. -7 minus 5 is 12. So it's a distance of 12. Okay. So now the ratio that I asked us to cut this into was 3-to-1. You guys see my ratio over there? 3-to-1. It said that 3-to-1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my section or my segment and I'm going to cut it into 3/4. Okay, so instead of having a whole length of, let's just say 1, I'm going to have a length of 3/4, and that's going to land on that spot. Okay, so to figure out what my change is, I'm going to take my change in the run, and I'm going to take my 16 and multiply by 3/4. Okay, so what is 16 times 3/4? Okay, what is 16 divided by 4?
4.
And 4 times 3?
12.
12. So that means I'm going to run 12. You see my little triangle? Did you guys hear what I said when I said that?
Yeah.
Change. So that's a symbol meaning change. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so then for my change in my rise, I'm going to take my 12 and multiply by the ratio that I want. Okay. So what's 12 divided by 4? 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so this is the movement that I'm going to make to get to my spot on the line. Are you ready? So I'm going to go from -8, -7, and remember that this is going by 2s. You guys see how it's going by 2s?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I'm going to run 12, that's really going to be like 6 units, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you land right there. Okay, and then I'm going to rise 9 units. Okay, so what is my 9s going by? It's also going by 2s, but this is like 1, right? So 1, that little 1, and this is, so 3, 5. Anyways, this is going to be 9 units right here.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is that line in the middle of 8? So is that 7 there?
What?
It's like not at 8, right? It's at 7? Right?
This one right here? Yeah, 7. Yeah,
So when you're counting up, you only count 1 for that one.
right. Yeah. Okay, so what is the point that I'm landing at?
4, 2.
4, 2. Okay, so that's what you're in search of, is figuring out the point that cuts your segment into the given ratio.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well,
Okay, do I need to do another example?
I think we're okay.
Well,
So if you were given,
So you're okay just doing the one
okay, what if we were cutting it into 8?
section?
yeah, do what she said.
No, yeah, do this. When you have coordinates, do it this way.
Can you do one where you cut it into 8?
Yeah,
Cut it into 8s,
yeah.
like with the triangle thing? Or
With
this?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, show us an example of that.
cut that into 8s instead.
Yeah.
So what do you want the ratio to be?
8 to
Like
1, you just put
5 8?
8
5
to,
to
wait,
8 to
7
3?
to 2. 7 to 1.
7 to 1. Okay, so the difference if you were going to say 7 to 1. So our ratio would be 7/8. You see where I'm getting 7/8 from? Because it's 8 sections. 7/8. So
Okay, and then what about?
so instead I would be multiplying right here by 7/8. Okay, so then I would have 16 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So I'd run 6.
So 8 to 8 right there.
Well,
Would be 50.
then you would have 8 to 8 would be, well,
8
that's the
over
same as
16.
1/2.
That would be 8 over 16, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. 8/16 is 1/2. So we're okay?